This is a little guide on how to handle rejection and how to manage your energy. I'm Sam Lenny, healer, channel, guide. I help you to manage and interpret your energy and understand your soul on a much deeper level so you can trust, love and honor yourself. Welcome to today's episode. It's so beautiful to have your energy with me today. Thank you for being here. And so this week we have been really feeling into the energy of rejection and how that feels in the body. And it's an energy that can be very painful, can be very hurtful. And it's one of those energies that we can get really fixated on the thoughts around the feelings. And I don't think any of us have ever been immune to feeling rejection, to having been isolated, rejected from people, from situations, but also conversely having been the rejecter as well. And those feelings, when you're in the situation, no matter what side of the coin you're on, both are very deeply numbing and can bring up all kinds of thoughts that lead to feelings of shame and disappointment. So feelings of rejection and being outcast can come at a very young age, childhood, where we're forming friendships and looking for our tribe, looking for the people that love us, know us, understand us, get us, and then all the way up into adulthood. And I guess the deepest sort of heartache and rejection pain that we can experience is the pain through leaving relationships or being told that the person we love doesn't want to be in relationship with us anymore. And I'm here today to help you to navigate, to handle how that feels and how to manage your energy with some tips, with some practice that will help you to move on and to better understand yourself and what is the reason, the meaning, the divine guidance for receiving this experience. Now, with any pain and sadness, any low thoughts or feelings, it's so important to, as you soften and experience those emotions and to listen to yourself and what you need, it's so important to get support, to reach out and ask for help. Even if it's simply just to share how you feel, because I don't know about you, but I know for myself how I see this in clients, witness this in clients, is that when you share how you feel, you become true to yourself and your needs and your feelings, and you witness how you feel. But that letting go and expressing how you feel to people that you trust and that people that can hold space for you is a beautiful form of healing. It's so important for your mental and emotional health to allow yourself to be guided to receiving a listening ear, somebody that will hold you, support you without judgment. So in that first moment of feeling outcast, feeling the shock of receiving the information, you're going to feel that probably in a certain area of the body. For some of us, it's in the mind, in the head, where just the shock of receiving that information sets the mind racing, we go 100 miles an hour, trying to put all the pieces together, where the energy of disbelief has happened and occurred. And those fragments of energy, those thoughts, we're just trying to make sense and to understand what is going on. Some of us feel it in the heart, deeply in the heart, where we feel like that pain of rejection from not feeling like we're enough can be really felt energetically in the heart. And some of us, it is in the tummy, it's in the pit of the stomach, where the digestive system can feel unsettled, and we can just want to hide away, become small, and just isolate ourselves to protect and to kind of lick the wounds of that energetic feeling, that emotion in the body. And in that moment, it's an invitation, it's time to really come back to yourself, to come back within, to go within your body and listen to what you need. It's time, it's the opportunity to allow those emotions to have the full expression. Oftentimes when those emotions feel really potent, feel very strong within the body, to bury them, to try and hide from them, to look away from them is not purposeful. The way to manage them, to handle your energy, is to allow them the breath, allow them the air, allow them to be seen. And that can be confronting. It can sometimes feel really uncomfortable. But trust that all energies, whether they are high vibrational energies of love, of happiness, of joy, of hope, are as important to be seen, to be watched, as the lower vibrations of, the pain, discomfort, sadness that comes from wounding. When you can allow yourself to sit in presence and simply witness those emotions without feeling like you've got to hold on to them, feeling like there is this drive, this determination to move them on, or even to overanalyze what the meaning is of them. The more you can be present with them in your space, in your time, giving yourself that capacity to listen to yourself, that is so supportive to help you to transcend, to move through the experience. So I actually opened my Akashic Records just to find out, get some guidance, get some downloads on a couple of tips, a couple of practice exercises that you can do for yourself in that moment after the event, just after the event, to love and honor and protect yourself. And the Dominion just come through with these beautiful, beautiful messages that are just full of wisdom, so full of wisdom, and are supportive and highly, highly, highly enriching and loving. So I asked them to give me some healthy ideas, healthy tips to help you, and that can offer some relief. So tip 1, practice 1, is to give yourself some space to step back and see life, see the situation from a bird's eye view, from a higher perspective. Give yourself space to come back to yourself, to be gentle with yourself, to listen to yourself, to listen to what you actually need, because you are connecting then to your soul. And only by connecting to yourself are you able to become aware of the higher perspective situation, to listen to yourself, so then you can take action steps, move forward to do something that is going to be very supportive for you in this moment. Just one thing. The words they shared with me were shift your perspective. And what they mean by this is that you're feeling and observing and experiencing this situation because it has a divine purpose. Everything that you are experiencing in your life has a message. It has a reason for being. It has a reason for why it's playing out in your life. And rejection is no different. So by switching your thoughts from loss, from sadness, from worry about what your future might look like, what this challenge is going to mean, to take a bird's eye view, to take a higher perspective, and to be able to look down, is simply the universe, your highest self, saying, look, this is the gift, this is the present from the universe, this is the present from your soul, to give you the opportunity to see this as a gift for your highest potential, for your growth. For the mind, the thoughts see limitation, but the heart reads this experience as growth. And so if you can shift your perspective to one of asking yourself the question, what is this opportunity, this gift presenting me with right now? What is the higher reasoning for why this is playing out for me right now? And to receive the answer to that takes a little bit of space to be created, to be in the space of allowing that information to come through your intuition, through your heart, through your feelings, just getting that sense of finding your peaceful place, that neutral space within, is to settle and allow yourself to be open to see what comes through in terms of an answer for you. You can see this as the universe rearranging energy, rearranging life, rearranging your field, your energetic field, just making arrangements, swapping things in and out so that it can bring to you the things that you were intending for yourself. And sometimes we have intentions, we create intentions for our lives, for intentions, hopes and wishes. If there are situations in your life that don't align with those intentions, then the universe is going to give you the gift of exiting people, places, situations in order for you to align yourself to the truth of what you intend. So the disconnect happens so you can reconnect, recalibrate in order for you to move forward towards your goals. And this is the gift. This is the gift of allowing yourself just to receive the higher learning, the higher teaching, even though it's going to feel challenging. In the human body, feeling the energies of rejection are very real. Of course, they're real. But the perspective, the bird's eye view, is going to help you to see the wider opportunity, the higher opportunity that this situation is providing for you as you move forward. And how beautiful is that to use the mantra the universe is rearranging my life so that I can receive what I really desire. Say those words as many times as you feel like you want to, and to listen to what wants to be seen as you say those words. And to say, thank you, universe, for bringing this into my awareness so that you may help me to rearrange my life so that I can receive what I have been calling in. That feels so good. Tip number 2, practice number 2, is a bit more practical now. It's a bit more like using the mind, using the brain to support you in this situation. And that is, the Dominions say, have a sit down and think about, recall your past experiences where you have experienced rejection, where you've experienced isolation. And it doesn't matter if it was a big pivotal life moment for you. It can be, the small ones are just as important as well. So take yourself into a place where you can just feel into times, periods of your life where you experienced rejection, and you felt like you were on the outside of something. And take yourself to the point, the moment, the day, the week, even the year after that event, and have a look at where your life was. What were you doing in your life afterwards? What was playing out? What were you experiencing? How many more changes were happening? Great things were happening in your life after that event. And this again gives you another viewpoint, another perspective of how energy is always moving. Your life is in constant, perpetual state of change. Life never stays the same. And when you can see how you moved out of that particular event and moved on to more rewarding times, happier times, maybe you met your soulmate, maybe you found a job that was more suited to you, maybe you moved home, whatever it is, just really feel into how wonderful and how grateful you were to have experienced the pain, the sadness, the grief, the discomfort of rejection at that point, but how it propelled you into a more wider, more expansive, beautiful, loving, compassionate, rewarding life and life's experiences. And so that helps to create some balance, create some space to just see, to witness that life moves on and that life really does grow, and you grow as a result of those experiences, you've felt and you've been in. And as I share that, what I'm receiving is, on a soul level, your soul doesn't want you to stand still. The way the universe is created, we're not meant to stand still. We're here, reincarnated at this time, to experience the whole of life. Every aspect, every emotion that's connected to life, we're here to experience. The soul wants you to experience everything. You're not meant to get comfortable. You're meant to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I was sharing this yesterday on a chat in a Facebook group with a dear friend of mine, is that when you learn to experience discomfort on a more conscious and constant level, what happens is there's this alchemy, there's this shift of energy within you that it's like flipping the switch. You move from seeing discomfort as negative, as limiting, as panicky, to becoming used to discomfort. And with the flip, you suddenly feel those butterflies of anticipation, that kind of buzzing and googling if you like, in the tummy that rises up and gives you goosebumps and puts hairs on the back of your neck, makes them rise. In that moment, you realize that you've been able to shift your perspective, shift that mindset from one of limitation, of smallness, to opportunity and growth, which then motivates you to move forward into wanting to soften and open and be in an allowance of what is actually incoming for you, that aligns with your highest potential, aligns with your true intentions. And so the last practice, the Dominions say, when we are feeling in that rejected energy, the heart, particularly if we're talking about rejection in relationships, in our most intimate, deep relationships, long-term relationships, the heart can feel broken. And so in that moment, again, just taking your time just to sit, taking a few inhales, exhales, deep breaths, just allowing the rhythm of your breath, feeling that heartbeat. And they show me this lovely, lovely exercise where, as you're breathing, just closing down the eyes and imagine that you're holding your heart in your hands. This is your spiritual heart, right? You're holding your heart in your hands. And as you hold it, you are sending it love. And as you send it love through your hands, you have these really powerful, energetic energy vortexes in your hands, right? This is something that is ingrained into you. It's part of you. And so when you hold, just practice holding this energetic, the spiritual heart in your hand, and send some energy to it. And as you send some energy in the form of light or in the form of heat, because as you do this, you'll begin to feel that your hands get quite warm. So with your beautiful visualization skills, just imagine holding your heart and sending love, sending the energy of love, sending the energy of light into your heart so it fills up with more love. It fills up with more lightness. Imagine that this light, this energy, is sealing up the cracks, the fragments, maybe the holes where it's broken. It's completing it, it's bringing it back to wholeness, back to oneness through this light, through your holding. And just do that for a minute or two, and just allow yourself to visualize your heart becoming whole again, becoming fixed, healed. And once you'll find intuitively know when your heart feels full again. And then just bring your hands into your heart, hold your hands against your heart space, and take a breath. And just feel the warmth, feel the gratitude, feel the appreciation for yourself that you are able to come back to yourself, self-soothe, self-nurture, and find peace and completeness back in your heart. It's like you've drawn back all of the energy that's been scattered during the process, during that experience. You're bringing it back into yourself, and you're healing, you're fixing yourself, fixing your heart back up so it feels nurtured, comforted, soothed, and complete. And when they showed me this exercise, I was just like bowled over with the wisdom. It's like the simplest things are the most effective. What is most effective is learning to understand, manage, and interpret your energy, learning more about you, more about this. Because when you are really in teaching and in student mode around yourself and around your ability to love, know, and trust yourself, this is going to expand your awareness of your abilities, your awareness of yourself, your soul. The meaning behind everything is going to become more apparent, it's going to become more visible. I was just loving this when I felt it. I even brought myself into a situation. Last week I was in my own self-healing practice, and I was looking at my own rejection wounds. And this practice in itself was so soothing. It was so comforting. There was so much peace around the ability to do this for myself. I learned so much. It was just the most amazing experience. So it brings me so much pleasure to gift to you today. And we thank Spirit. We thank being in the Akashic Records, you being in your soul records, to connect to yourself, to know that you've got this. You are able to center yourself, to soothe yourself. So I hope that was useful. I'm sending you so much love and highest blessings. And let me know if you use any of these. Just trust yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, have faith in yourself as you move through, from choppy waters into calm seas. So I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you again soon. Take care.